The life of Willie Nelson has never been just about music. It has been about endurance, quiet battles, and finding a voice when words fall short. Beneath the familiar image of braids, a guitar, and a gentle smile lies a story shaped by loss, resilience, and deeply human moments. Fame may have elevated him to legendary status, but it never shielded him from pain. His journey reflects something universal: the way people carry grief while continuing to show up for the world. Through decades of performing, recording, and traveling, Willie's music became more than entertainment. It became a lifeline, not just for listeners, but for himself. Every lyric carried something real, something lived. His story reminds us that even those who seem larger than life are quietly navigating struggles we may never fully see. And yet through it all, he kept singing. Not because life was easy, but because music gave him a way to endure it. The weight of an irreplaceable loss. When asked about the lowest point in his life, Willie didn't hesitate. It wasn't financial trouble or health struggles, it was the loss of his son. That kind of grief reshapes a person in ways that nothing else can. Losing a child creates a silence that no success, no applause, no achievement can fill. For Willie, this moment became a defining line in his life, the before and after. He spoke about it simply, without dramatics, which somehow made it even more powerful. The pain didn't need embellishment. It was already profound. It's the kind of sorrow that teaches a harsh truth. Once you face something that devastating, everything else feels survivable. That doesn't mean the pain fades. It means you learn to carry it. In Willie's case, music became the place where that grief could exist without needing explanation. It wasn't about escaping the pain, but about giving it somewhere to live, quietly woven into melodies that others could feel too. Music as a form of survival. For Willie, music was never just a career, it was survival. It became the bridge between what he felt inside and what he could share with the world. Every chord carried emotion, every lyric held meaning that went beyond words. While audiences heard beauty, rhythm, and storytelling, there was often something deeper underneath, something unspoken but deeply felt. Music gave him a way to process what couldn't be explained directly. It allowed him to keep moving forward even when life felt heavy. In many ways, his songs became conversations with himself, shaped by everything he had endured. And for listeners, those same songs offered comfort, connection, and understanding. That's the quiet power of art. It transforms personal pain into something shared. Willie's ability to do that consistently over decades is part of what makes him so beloved. He didn't just perform music, he lived through it. And in doing so, he gave others permission to feel their own emotions without hiding from them. Fame without escape. Even as success grew and his name became known around the world, Willie never truly escaped the weight of his past. Fame can amplify everything, the good, the bad, and the unresolved. While many saw him as a symbol of freedom and authenticity, he was still carrying deeply personal struggles behind the scenes. The spotlight doesn't erase pain. It often just hides it more carefully. For Willie, the recognition and admiration didn't change who he was at his core. He remained grounded, reflective, and honest about his life. That honesty is part of what drew people to him, not just as an artist, but as a person. He didn't pretend to have all the answers or a perfect story. Instead, he allowed his imperfections to exist openly, which made his journey feel real and relatable. In a world that often celebrates image over truth, Willie's authenticity stood out. It reminded people that even those who seem successful and admired are still human, still vulnerable, and still learning how to carry their own stories. Friendship as a lifeline. Throughout his life, Willie leaned on friendships that became anchors during difficult times. One of the most significant was his bond with his longtime drummer, Paul English. Their relationship went beyond music. It was built on trust, shared experiences, and a deep understanding of each other. Paul wasn't just a bandmate, he was someone who stood by Willie through highs and lows. In moments when life felt uncertain, having someone like that can make all the difference. True friendship offers a kind of support that doesn't need explanation, it's simply there. For Willie, Paul represented that constant presence. Their connection was reflected in music, but it existed far beyond the stage. It's a reminder that even the strongest individuals don't go through life alone. We all need people who see us clearly and stand with us anyway. Those relationships often become the quiet strength that helps us keep moving forward, especially when everything else feels uncertain. Family is the greatest gift. When asked about the best things in his life, Willie didn't point to awards, fame, or success. Instead, he spoke about his family. For him, they represented something deeper and more lasting than anything else. Despite everything he had experienced, the losses, the struggles, the challenges, his family remained a source of pride and joy. It's a simple truth that often gets overlooked. At the end of the day, it's the people closest to us who matter most. Willie's appreciation for his family reflects a sense of perspective that comes from living a full life. He understood what truly mattered, not because someone told him, but because he had experienced both loss and love. That understanding shaped the way he saw the world. It grounded him, even as his career reached incredible heights. And it served as a reminder that success is not just about what you achieve, but about the relationships you nurture along the way. A life of contrasts. Willie's story is filled with contrast, joy and sorrow, success and struggle, strength and vulnerability. These opposing forces didn't cancel each other out. They coexisted, shaping who he became. Life is rarely one-dimensional, and Willie's journey reflects that complexity. He experienced moments of deep happiness alongside profound loss. He faced public challenges while navigating private pain. And through it all, he remained authentic to himself. That balance is what makes his story so compelling. It's not about perfection or constant success. It's about navigating life as it comes. Willie didn't try to present a polished version of reality. Instead, he allowed the messy, complicated parts of life to exist alongside the beautiful ones. That honesty resonates with people because it feels real. It reminds us that it's okay for life to be both difficult and meaningful at the same time. The enduring power of song. At the heart of everything Willie experienced was music. It became the thread that connected every chapter of his life. Through loss, hardship, and change, music remained constant. It allowed him to express what couldn't be said directly and to connect with others on a deeper level. Songs have a unique ability to carry emotion across time and space, and Willie used that power in a way that felt genuine and unforced. His music wasn't just something he created, it was something he lived through. And that authenticity is what continues to draw people to his work. Even as the years passed and circumstances changed, that connection remained strong. It's a testament to the idea that art, when created from a place of truth, can endure far beyond the moment in which it was made. A legacy of resilience. Willie Nelson's life is ultimately a story of resilience, not the kind that demands attention, but the kind that quietly persists. He faced loss, financial hardship, health challenges, and personal grief, yet he continued to move forward. His journey shows that resilience isn't about avoiding hardship. It's about finding a way to live through it. It's about continuing to create, to connect, and to find meaning, even when things are difficult. Willie's legacy is not just in his music, but in the way he lived his life. He showed that it's possible to carry pain without being defined by it, that it's possible to face challenges without losing yourself, and that sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is simply keep going.